So my 3 tips for solo traveling, if you're into photography and videography, obviously this does not apply if you don't care about those things. It makes it a lot easier if you don't care about those things.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. So I'm now in Osaka. I literally booked this last night to come here to Osaka, and the hotel I've actually booked the KKR hotel. Some insane views of Osaka Castle. Hopefully I can get some nice time lapses when I can actually check in later. It's still 8 AM here. I'm actually meeting up with my friend Kana this morning to hopefully get some nice Sakura shots with her. Sakura are starting to go a little bit green here, so I'm hoping I can find some that are still nice and thick and all pink.
The next day I headed to Osaka, and it was absolutely roasting that day. I got up really early, went to my new hotel, left my bag there because I couldn't check in.
So I'm here at Osaka Castle. I've just been taking some photos of my friend Kana for the past few hours. It's already starting to get super busy here, obviously. So right now she's actually heading on probably about a 10-minute walk to this area here, so I can stick on my 100 to 400mm and hopefully get a nice shot of her there. So yes, thank you very much for wanting to walk the whole way around there to get those shots. And then I think there's another one I'll try. She's walking back around.
I met up with my friend Kana, who's wearing a beautiful blue dress, really contrasted with the cherry blossoms that we were trying to shoot around Osaka Castle. There's a few other locations we went to, which looked really good. There was even some shots without cherry blossoms that just looked absolutely amazing. Don't know what flowers they are, but they were pretty much the same color as the dress, and they just looked like enchanting. On the way back with the one tree right beside the moat at Osaka Castle, and it looked really beautiful. She had to climb over a fence to actually sit by the water side. So yes, really thank you so much for doing that.
So I just finally got into my hotel in Osaka. The hotel room is unreal. Like, there's so much space in here. The view is absolutely insane. Photo shoot today went pretty well. Good shots there. Actually going back out now to get some dinner. So yeah, this is why it's good to have an actual plan sometimes. I only decided halfway walking towards the train station that I will actually go to Yoshinoyama and try. Hopefully the blossoms are actually still okay. And I left my long lens, my 100 to 400, in the apartment, or in the hotel room. So I had to walk back to get it, and now I'm going to the station. So, let's get up. So I did in fact make it to Yoshinoyama station. The train was actually pretty easy. It says it changes to 2 different trains, but it was actually one train, which I got off and then realized straight away and got back on, luckily, so I didn't actually have to wait any longer. So yeah, I've just begun the hike to the top of Yoshinoyama to the viewpoint that I want to get to. I think it's like a 2-hour hike, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. About 1.5 hours later, I made it to the top here. Yeah, so like I power walked the whole way up, and I'm covered in sweat now, so that's lovely. Actually, I'll put the camera down, maybe you can see it. deadcat. Soaked. The sakuras down at the bottom of the mountain are definitely like past their prime. Like up here at the top, they're really nice, but obviously when you're at the top, you want the shit down towards the town. It's not the best. I mean, it looks awesome. There's loads of sakura, but it's just not exactly what I'd imagined. Maybe it's because it's cloudy and there's not much sunlight. It's an awesome place. It's really nice. It's also not really a hike. I would not consider it a hike. There is a path, like a road the whole way to the top. If I had a car, I could drive to the top, and that kind of just takes the beauty out of it for me. It's still beautiful, but I feel like if it was a hiking trail the whole way up, it would be a lot more rewarding. But it's still cool. It's definitely worth a visit, so I would definitely recommend going there. You know, I knew it might be past its prime, but it's still worth going to, and I'm glad I done that yesterday. Then on the train back yesterday, I decided that I'm going to just skip Shiga and Nagahama, which sucks because there's a few locations there that I really wanted to get to, but I just feel like it's too close to where I am right now here in Osaka and Kansai. The elevation isn't that much different, so the sakura are probably, the petals will probably be falling, so they'll be past their prime. But I know that the sakura in Fuji, the lakes area and around Yamanashi are in full bloom like now and will be this weekend. So that's why I booked to go stay in Fuji and Kawaguchi-ko yesterday on the train back, and got my car rental organised too. So today we're heading back to Shin Fuji Station, and I'm going to drive from there. Yeah, let's do that today. Itadakimasu. On the train home from Yoshinoyama, I planned the rest of my trip because it wasn't planned, and it was kind of stressful. I booked this place I'm staying at now. It's at Ryokan. It's right beside Oishi Park in Kawaguchi-ko. I don't think it's Delicious Park. Oishi is delicious in Japanese, but I don't think it's called Delicious Park. Made it here live. Arrived here yesterday. The sun was shining. Cherry blossoms were full bloom. It looked absolutely incredible. I'm like 2 minutes away from where I'm staying at Kawaguchi-ko, and like, see, driving around this lake, all the cherry blossoms, full bloom, sakura, like, and how pretty it is. Like, I kept, like, it's so hard to drive and like not look around everywhere at everything because it's so pretty. Like when I rented the car and drove up here, it was completely cloudy down at Shin Fuji Station, and just driving up here, the clouds broke, the sun's out, the cherry blossoms are blooming, everything's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've just been like shouting to myself this whole time about how everything looks so amazing when I've been driving. Like, it's crazy. Then I woke up today, and it's not even today, last night. The wind started picking up, the rain pouring down, grey skies, can't see Fuji at all. Everything I've planned for this area involves seeing Fuji. I pretty much spent all morning trying to figure out what to actually do. I arrived here at Kawaguchi-ko yesterday evening. The weather was really nice. Clouds moved in, and now this morning it's rainy, windy, and very cloudy. And you can't see Fuji at all. Really sucks because all my plans was to get all the shots I want of Fuji. So like all my locations are pretty much useless right now unless the sky clears. I'm trying to figure out what to do all morning, and I really don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of wasting my time trying to think of where I can go or where would be good.
Tip number one would be that you should definitely get or write down, create a shot list of just shots that you know that you will use and shots that you know you need for whatever kind of project you're trying to do, and just stick to it. Actually look at it and take the shots, because it's literally half the work. If you know what you're shooting, you've got it, that's it. Because I did have a shot list, but I completely just didn't look at it, and I ended up missing a few shots that I actually really needed. These shots right here that I used in this Fuji Yoshida sequence of me getting into the car, this shot of me getting into the car, this shot of me putting my bag in the car, I shot these shots 2 days ago in my driveway in Northern Ireland, because I forgot to get those shots in Japan with my actual rental car.
Still trying to figure out what I'm actually doing. I may actually go to an onsen and relax. That would be pretty nice. Just driving around, I literally stumbled across this huge path of all these cherry blossoms, and it looks absolutely incredible. Like, there's loads here. It's really nice. Driving around a little bit, exploring some places, actually found some really nice temple, shrine, torii gate spots with lots of blooming full bloom sakura. It looked amazing. I just happened to stumble into these places, and yeah, I'm glad I did, because they look really good. Even with the flat light, it looks really moody. And then I actually decided, and I'm gonna go try an onsen for the first time. I forget the exact name of the onsen, but it's literally at the foot of Mount Fuji. It usually has a view of Mount Fuji. Obviously it didn't today. First experience of an onsen, really good, extremely relaxing. Would definitely recommend you try it. Hopefully the clouds and weather are clearing overnight, and by early morning it should be clear. My plan this morning, obviously, I seen that Fuji was clear, and I did head up to the top of Arakura-yama Sengen Park, Shureito Pagoda. Yeah, like, honestly, I was there like 5:30 a.m. Like, the place I parked last time, you weren't allowed to park up there. But yeah, that's all fine. Found some nice local guy that charged me 1,000 yen to park in his like driveway. 1,000 yen. That's like £7 maybe. But I get to the top and I see that it's already absolute carnage. There's like 1 million people there. And the people who stop using tripods come up literally straight after I get there. So I can't even use a tripod, even if I can find space. I grabbed a few shots, but the cloud was kind of still blocking Fuji. The sun still hadn't rose properly yet. I figured, nah, I'm not waiting here.
I just decided to head back towards Kawaguchi-ko, where I was staying, because I knew it was clearer there and I could see Fuji. And honestly, it was the best decision.
Back around to Kawaguchi-ko, because I knew that the cloud was clear a bit here and you could see Fuji. So Fuji came into view with the sun, lots of sakura, only a few photographers here, not too bad. Got some really nice shots. It was really tranquil, really nice here. So I'm glad I decided to actually come out here. Yeah, it was definitely the better decision.
Fuji was clear, the cloud was all moving away from Fuji, and yeah, it just looked so serene. Like, that is some of my favorite shots I got of Fuji ever, or from that morning.
But I'm going to try head to Sakura Wanitsuka, and let's see how busy that is. Hopefully it's not busy, and hopefully I can get some good shots there.
Tip number 2, very simple, but basically get sleep, get food. Don't do what I do. It's a running theme in my trips that I go out early in the morning to go to places to get shots. I completely neglect getting breakfast most of the time. I eat religiously on time every day at home, but as soon as I go on a trip, it's always the window. I eat like 2 meals a day. Get your food in. So the Sakura Wanitsuka shot I wanted with Fuji, I was worried it would be super busy there also, but yeah, it was completely empty. And you know why? Because the tree was completely green. It had already gone, like it was past blooming altogether. It was completely green. So that big Sakura tree with the Mount Fuji shot I wanted, that didn't work because the tree is past its prime 100%. So I've kind of just drove around the area here now and really just seeing what's happening. Some nice colours. I then drove back to Kawaguchi-ko via more sketchy mountain roads up towards Lake Mutotsu, and yeah, it just looks so awesome. Like there's so much areas around there I want to explore. Like this is why I need so much more time. This third tip is the hardest to grasp, and it's the one that no one likes to hear, especially me. I'm the worst person for this, but accept that you cannot get every shot you want in one trip. I've been to Japan 3 times now. There's still shots I haven't got. Just accept it, okay? You can try your best, but sometimes you just have to let some shots go. Yeah, I really wanted the shot that I scouted out in Nagahama in Shiga, and I eventually found it, but I just have to accept that it wasn't going to be full bloom. The Sakura were going to start falling. Then I done some light Astro, as I call it, because I didn't use my Startracker. I just done single exposures, just so serene. Like one day I will get super detailed Milky Way shots with Fuji. Mark my words, I will be back to get them. I drove back to Shin Fuji to drop the rental car off, and yet again, just the scenery on the way back, you just see so much you want to explore. You just need so much time. I met up with my friend Kanako. We met up in Harajuku to do some photo shooting. Around Yoyogi Park, just as the sun was setting, there's some really nice scenes there. Some beautiful, absolutely beautiful shots of her with the sun flare, just walking around the park. These beautiful like pink bushes, I don't know what they were called, but it looked so good. And actually when we were chilling for a bit in Yoyogi Park, we had these 2 guys come up to us and ask us if it was okay if they interviewed us for their YouTube channel. That's no problem. So at the time I didn't recognize them, but I actually later figured out that I've actually seen some of their videos, and it turned out to be Takashii from Japan and Sprought. So it was awesome getting interviewed by them. I'm really excited to see how the interview actually looks. I probably look like an absolute idiot in it, but I'll be sure to link it below when they make the videos. Really good meeting you guys. We then got some dinner and done some more photo shooting, this time around Shinjuku. Love shooting portraits with streetlights with a Pro Mist filter, just absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. These photos are some of my favorite portrait city photos I've taken, and Kanako looks absolutely awesome. So beautiful in them. I'm lucky that I have such good friends to model. Thank you very much.
So I'm in Asakusa today. I'm just having a look around to see if there's any late blooming Sakura like these ones behind me, just so I can get some shots with them and the Skytree. Yeah, the past few days in Tokyo I've just kind of really been chilling and just taking my time. It's just nice to relax a little bit, take it easy. I haven't really recorded much video. Today is absolutely boiling.
I was just really exploring around Asakusa a bit. I wanted to find some late blooming sakura to try and frame the sky tree with some, and I actually did find some. I just walked along the river past Asakusa, just kept walking around, and I did manage to find some late blooming sakura, so I was really happy at that. Definitely be back in Japan because I need so much more time there to capture more and more and explore more and more. Absolutely incredible country. If you're thinking about visiting, definitely go do it because you will not regret it. One way or another, I will be back, whether it's for a month, 3 months, a year, forever, who knows. I'll be back though, mark my words. Maybe even some winter content, maybe snowboarding. Spend the whole season in Niseko. Sounds pretty good. Let's see what happens. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who actually spends time watching my videos. I absolutely love sharing my experiences, and I really appreciate people actually taking the time to watch them. I've had some amazing feedback from people, and it truly means the world to me that people actually enjoy this content. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, peace out, and I will see you again in the next one. Ja matane.